quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Brady. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try the left side. Meadows. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bravo. Let's go now.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Brady to throw. And Jennings has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 22.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Mike 58 right there. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Brady. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Bilal Nichols in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On second down now, Meadows. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Lock in, lock in. Bang, bang. Hey, alert.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. It's Trubisky. Oh, and this fastball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Gets through, and now an opening. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Meadows. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard.
18.
Second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And it's third down.
On third down, Meadows. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, Bears.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's our time. 55, Mike, 55.
From the 30 on second down, Trubisky. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Trubisky now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Check 26, check 26. Move.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
18. Sponge.
Now a give, right side. Meadows. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
You better come home this time, son.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Yeah.
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On the double. 97's the mic. Here we go. We're tight.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's caught by Jennings. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Hey, check.
Again, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
60 Pittsburgh.
Brady now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Hey, exit.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. All day, baby. All day.
To throw again. Brady. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's second down and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what it is.
He's got a man complete. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 82 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Watch twist. Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, wahoo! Deep dribble.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady going to throw. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 35 yards. There on the third down conversion. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Send Tusa.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
10 Lobo. 58 to Mike. Protein spill. Tight. Smooth.
Now on second and 13. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Motion.
They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
And it's third down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first down, Trubisky. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. And oh, it's blocked. And the Seahawks have it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams group, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Watch tight end.
Blue draw, Corker, hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
It's now third down and 3.
Ready, ready.
Yes, Mike. I'm coming.
Get it.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Completes it to Jennings. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready, ready.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Switch.
Check. Crunch. Let go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Check cross.
Ran, go.
Eyes up. 57 to Mike. 57.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now a give, right side, Meadows. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 29, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 23 yards, the final tally. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the curl.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady, this will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught at the 3. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Meadows. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here's Trubisky to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. K.D. Cannon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Got it.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4.
On the ready.
2nd and 6.
So the victory here for Seattle.